Hey everybody, welcome back. For just a moment, for this cold open anyway, we're going to do something a little bit different. We're not going to hear back in time like we're so used to doing. We're going to stay right here in the moment. The Greenway Common, right now at least, doesn't sound like a festival. Not anymore. It seems like only yesterday this place was alive with music, laughter, clattering cups, spilling ale, shouted games of chance, and the bright, reckless joy of a city pretending history could be made without bloodshed. But now, this festival is dismantled into silence. Canvas awnings sag half-folded over abandoned stalls. Strings of lanterns hang unlit in the gray morning air. Vendors pack their wares with trembling hands, glancing over their shoulders whenever armored boots strike the cobblestone too loudly. The scent of spiced foods and sweet wine has been replaced by wet ash, scorched wood, and the bitter bite of smoke still clinging to the remains of the stage. That Dracona folklore performance stage stands like a corpse that no one has had time to bury. The painted backdrops are all charred black. One side is collapsed inward, and beneath it you can still see a jagged hole where chaos tore through celebration and disappeared into the aqueducts below. And everywhere there are soldiers. Imperium marshals stand at every street mouth, arcane rifles held across their chests. Patrols moving through the area in tight formations, not searching now, but occupying, watching, correcting. A child reaches for a fallen ribbon and their mother pulls them back before a guard can speak. A merchant drops a crate and the sound cracks through the common like a gunshot, and everyone freezes. No one laughs, no one sings. Above the rooftop, black mourning banners ripple from the tower of Scaranthal. The Emperor is dead. The accords seem broken. And the city, once open to the world, now feels as though it's closing like a fist. Bal-O. As you step into the Greenway Common, the crowd parts around you without even really meaning to. I think just out of reaction. Not because they know you, not because they fear you, but I think because everyone has noticed, at least in this moment, very quickly, that being noticed can be fatal. And then, through the ash, through the soldiers, and through the ruins of the prior day's stage, you see a patched red and gold awning, old colors, faded colors, colors from another life. And the spotlight is to you.
I probably would have used adjust appearance to look different. Probably similar to the human form. So I'd be the same size, just look like a tall human. kind of the human version of me, like I did in the earlier, like first episode.
Sure.
And the outfit will look more like a something that the performers at the festival would wear to kind of look like I belong there. And I'm going to head towards, with purpose, like I'm meant to go there to the tent and the awning that I recognize.
All right. So as you approach this familiar awning, you see lots of festival, carnival employees, carny folk, if you will, packing things up, sort of hushed and hurriedly. You do see this familiar lizard folk swordsman who you'd just seen a few days prior, quickly trying to get his things together. He seems to be directing a lot of the people, taking more of a leadership position.
I'm just gonna walk up to him and, you need a hand with anything, Uzog?
Upon hearing this name, he sort of stops and sort of looks over and says, "No, we are covered, thank you. Do I know you, friend? You use my name so familiar."
Is he out in the open, or is it kind of somewhere a bit hidden by onlookers?
He's out in the open at this point. He's, he's in front of his tent. He's tearing stuff down, packing things up. Very, very out in the open.
I'm going to hold the whip out to him, and I need to talk to you.
As he looks down and sees the whip, you see him sort of like take notice, almost in disbelief, as this very pale color rushes across his face as he says, "Valencio?"
Indeed.
And he sort of like goes off to the side around the tent with you, speaking in hushed tones. There's lots of boxes piled up there. You can kind of get behind them and sort of not be seen by too many people. He says,
and when we get around that, I'm just going to drop the adjust appearance.
And as you drop the charade, describe to me how his face changes. That is to say, Uzog's.
Probably mixture of disbelief, confusion, maybe even a little anger at one point, but that drops quickly.
Okay. So we have confusion, disbelief, anger, and I'm going to go with happiness for the 4 that we're looking at, okay? As he turns to you and he says, how dare you show your face? And he sort of gives you a shove. Where have you been? They went looking for you.
I couldn't stay. You know that. Who knows what they would have done to me?
Aye, but you don't. There's no call. You don't write. It's been 20 years, Valencio.
Well, I'm not gonna lie, I was messed up for a while. And then soon after the shattering happened. I didn't know if any of you survived. I didn't know. All I tried to do was find somewhere to live, find a new home. Just survive myself. Wanted to reach out every day, but who knows who would have found my contacts.
Looking for you. Durog and Hammer went looking for Kumani. And I have not seen them since.
Bal-O just goes quiet for a few moments, sadness in his eyes. And what of the people at the show?
People at the show. What do you think happened to the people at the show, Balencio? Many died. I don't know what it was you did, or what caused it to be. But the havoc that you wreaked on that day, things were never the same since. There were children there, Balencio.
I don't know. I was just as surprised as everyone.
Suppose there's no point in rehashing the past. What is it that you need?
I have somebody who is potentially trying to get a hold of me, and you're one of the names I gave as a contact. One of the only people I know in this place.
Make me a presence roll. DC is going to be 17. Do it with disadvantage, if you wouldn't mind. Because we rolled with Enga.
Let's see if I have anything I can add to it. Can spend a hope to add a D4 to the roll.
All right.
For making a roll to impress, persuade, or offend someone.
I mean, it's up to if you're trying to upset or offend him. Let me know, but persuade works as well.
So you know what? I'll just do it as straight roll with the disadvantage.
All right.
14. And I got a 6 on the disadvantage, so 14 minus 6 with fear.
All right. Lucky for you, I'm full of fear. I don't know if this is actually from this session or not. I'll fix it before we jump into it. So as you're talking, you can see that he's just not buying what you're selling. Like he's pissed. This horrible thing happened 20 years ago. You disappeared, and all of his found family, one by one, went off after you. Like you are a significant point for him and how his life has turned, and it's all over his face. He says, "Well, I suppose you want this," and he reaches into his pocket and pulls out a letter. "I thought I might see you. It's not very often I see the word Balencio on things," and he hands it to you.
Thank you. I'll reach out and take it.
And he just sort of stares at you.
No, I ended up meeting Durog's parents. They didn't know who I was. Actually ended up living with the dwarves.
I don't care what you did, Balencio. You left us in ruin. You can get fucked for all I care.
Just look up at his eyes and give him a nod and thank you anyway. And for what it means, which is probably nothing, I am sorry.
Don't think for 1 second that I don't know that you had something to do with this. And he points to what's left of the stage here at the festival. Or are you willing to deny it?
Shake my head. I will not deny it.
No, because this is what you do. Where you go, chaos follows. So take your chaos somewhere else.
Very well. And as I turn away, I will use Adjust Appearance again and start heading back towards the what's it called, wherever we're staying.
To the Collegium. So as you turn and begin to walk away, you can see in the corner of your eye, like Uzog is, starting to well up, starting to cry a little, as I think the trauma of past events, all of it, that accident, everyone leaving, you coming back, it's just all sort of bringing all of these feelings back to the forefront of their mind. And as you walk away, you hold in your hand a letter with a name you no longer use scrawled across the front.
Before I make it back, I will duck into an alley and just sit leaning against a wall for a good few minutes, just taking slow, deep breaths. And he'll put a hand on one of the smaller pouches that's at his belt and grip onto it really tightly. Then one last really deep breath. Then he'll get back up and continue on.
And as you begin to make your way back through, the Greenway Common, back through all of these half down tents, the charred stage that remains. Describe to me the turn of events that you flash back to in your mind.
Mainly just fire and people screaming.
So as you have this vision of flames, the vision that you see is altered. It's strange. You're seeing double. You have this relaxed feeling that washes over you, even though this terror is around, and you look through the audience as the flame leaps out at them to attack. And in the front, you see a small, little elf boy screaming as the tent begins to collapse. Welcome back. This is the worst welcome ever. Welcome back to group action roll. Sure about that? Are you welcome? Group trauma roll. Say hello to all of my fabulous friends who have joined us today. Team 2, aka the Deuce. You named yourselves, not me. Say hello to Sean, aka Toleran. Say hello to Mo, to Christy, to Zira, and to Christian, aka Dragon Teacup. Welcome, everybody. First off, we're going to start our Daggerheart giveaway. So if you're new to the channel, we try to give away one free Daggerheart redeem code from Demi Nexus. So you can do ! raffle and you can get in on that giveaway. We will call the winner out at the end of our first break, and we'll give away a free digital copy of the Daggerheart Court rulebook. But the bigger announcement, as far as I'm concerned, this is our first stream where we are also giving away a digital copy of Hope and Fear, the coming expansion for Daggerheart. It comes out on August 25th. We just so happen to have a stream on August 25th. We'll give away this digital copy courtesy of our friends at Demiplane. So that's really cool. If you want to join that, everyone is able to do ! Hope and Fear. No, sorry, ! Hope Fear, because that makes sense, in the chat, and you can join that. You can join both. You can try to get one and then try to get the other. We'll be giving this away. We'll be accepting tickets for this up until August 25th. I don't know how many streams that is. A couple of streams, a few weeks anyway. So get into it while you still can. Oh, and you can do one. You can join once per session. So keep coming back. Keep getting tickets put in there, and you can increase your chances. So, you want to play some Daggerheart?
Nah, I think I'm just gonna go play some baseball.
Sleepy.
You know what? Let's just call it a day.
Do you guys just want to play Sudoku
fine.
on stream for a bit?
The morning comes slowly to the Collegium apartments. Not because the sun is unwilling to rise, but because Scarenthal seems reluctant to greet it. High above the city, in the upper spires of the Collegium, the world here feels distant. You feel removed from the grit of the streets below, suspended in cold stone and pale arcane light. The apartments here are carved into the inner walls, narrow arched windows, shelves packed with ancient tomes, brass instruments, Tall vaulted ceilings. You have warm lantern globes humming with captured starlight. The room should feel safe, but today it doesn't. The weight of the city presses even this high. As each of you wakes, whether from uneasy sleep, trance, or the kind of restless half-consciousness that never truly grants peace, you feel it. The silence of morning. Morning with a U. Morning. You got me. It drifts upward from the city below like a fog and stands at the tallest window of the chamber, framed by pale gray morning light. As High Provost Cal enters, still in her robes from the night before, hands clasped behind her back, sleepless, watching as each of you wakes up the day before you, and the spotlight is back to you.
When was or is my little outing?
Your little outing, we'll say, was just now. Maybe you're just coming back from your
just
outing.
Getting back.
Yeah, because you had said last week that you would have gone by yourself. So
yeah.
So you hear the door close behind you, which sort of startles some of you awake.
Bal-O, 5 more minutes.
Yeah, whatever.
I show up,
Bella's gonna
popping through a
go.
window.
Bella's gonna go just walk over to a table and take the letter out of the envelope and throw the envelope onto the table and just start going through it.
Well, I hope your outing was successful, Kel says to you, Bal-O.
Somewhat.
Not the outcome that you would have preferred then.
For our mission, yes. For me, no.
Well, what is your plan today?
That may be dependent on this, as he holds up the letter.
Okay, so you've read the letter at this point?
I'm, starting to go through it now while everybody's waking up.
Okay. Do you recall what you said was going to be in the letter?
Basically, a quick update on what happened at that meeting, and then a big emphasis on sneaking into the grounds will be a lot trickier. They have magical means of detecting people as well. So my last trick may not work this time. And that the all the eyes were on group one at the beginning, but now they realize it may be a second group, and it mentioned that some of us were seeing the ones that I think it was everybody but Lev, and Bal-O is still in a different form, so they weren't, but the rest of the group was.
And how much of that are you relaying to your party?
I'll relay everything.
I immediately panic.
It sounds
Wiping the
like
drool off my beard. Sorry.
sounds like I am making your lives harder. Even more than I already have. Kel says, looking over to Meadowlark.
Meadowlark took a cat nap for a lot of last night because Dipper was tossing and turning, and if they lie on top of them and purr, they tend to sleep slightly better.
I'm probably face down on a table snoring with Meadowlark sitting on top of me.
Pretty much.
Yep. I'm still sleeping.
The cat blinks. Well, I thought it was worth it.
I've already been up for an hour. I scouted everything around us. We appear safe.
All right, do me a favor. Roll me an instinct to perceive. DC.
Me?
Yep. DC is going to be 15, but you have advantage because you are up super high.
Yep. Perception. Just a second. Instinct.
Instinct to perceive. Yep.
Is this does fear or
Yes,
does that matter? It does.
it does.
So I got a 21 with fear.
Okay, well. I will take your fear if I can take any more fear. I'm pretty sure that I'm full.
Oh, what a good problem to have.
I know, I'm fearful. So as you did your morning rounds, you saw sort of what we already described. You see this very heavy Imperium Martial presence in the area around you. Now where you are in the Collegium, it looks down. You can see the Greenway Common from here, and you can see the area, this Court of First Petition, this place where they're having this sort of wake for the Emperor. And you can see this heightened security in the immediate area where you are. And you can see all of the mourners who are coming up as well. This is somebody who must have been either beloved or somebody who was greatly feared because they don't want to miss out on this opportunity to pay respects.
I relay all that information to my team, let them know everything I've seen, that we gotta watch our step. There's obviously an increased presence, but there doesn't appear to be, from what I can see, anybody on to us or our location yet.
I am sad to say
Sorry.
No, I was just going to say I'm sad to say that I am not fearful. I was here and I've gained 2. So that's where we're at.
Well, I didn't roll with advantage. I just rolled. Shall I roll again?
Well, advantage is
just
just
a
Add
D6.
D6.
Yep.
Oh, okay. So
So
that,
you were successful regardless, but with fear.
We know if the body's over by the view. I guess if they're going to view it, it's probably there. Maybe a good chance to talk to him in front of a lot of people.
I'm so glad you like this idea.
I kind of wake up at this point. I'm listening with my head on his side. Could we repurpose these robes that we're wearing to be something that we can disguise ourselves in?
Well, the traditional Draconian mourning attire is dark robes, usually a veil and a hood, which would really suit your purposes quite nicely. In this case, I could see if there was something here in the Collegium that would be suitable. Or there is a shopping area down the way if you wish to purchase something. I don't know if you have any money.
I'm out of all that metal. I'll have to
Yes.
find more.
But you still have so many little of those, funny things with the screws and the holes in the middle. Don't those count?
Raina slaps her head.
Oh, nuts and bolts. No. Oh, dear child, no.
But they seem more useful than coins.
Well, yes, see, coins represent value. They're usually tied to some sort of precious metal. It's really a system of representation.
So they represent value, but they do not have value.
Well, they have value through what they represent.
So it is a promise of value rather than value itself.
It is a promissory note, traditionally,
Wait,
yes.
I have precious metal. I reach around in my bag and I pull out a little cat collar tag that says precious on it. Would this not work? I could just give this, right?
Is that your
This is
pull from your
probably-
nomadic pack for this session?
Yeah.
Oh, what a waste.
Worth it.
Not a waste.
Worth it for the dad joke.
Who's...
Can I spit out hope and unhear that joke?
Allow it. I'll be back. Let me see if I can find some robes in one of the teacher halls. And Cal
Here,
sort
take
of
this with
walks
you.
away. Oh,
You never know, it might be useful.
Raina's already pushing people to start
Thank you.
planning what we're gonna do. She's
Wait.
got like a bread roll and a salt and pepper shaker, and she's saying, "This is you here, and this is you over here," and she's trying to, like, make it all structured.
Lev is wiping the sleep out of his eyes. He is still really, really groggy. And he is just like, wait a minute, we're doing this in front of people, in public?
Well, we look crazy enough. I think they're trying to ignore us more than anything, but it's not like we have many places where we can do this right now.
If we get the corpse to talk, the corpse might be able to help say what happened to it in front of everybody.
In front of the entire town. We want to
Exactly.
do
So then
this.
they know that. So then they know who killed the emperor, too.
It seems risky, especially if, people know who we look like. I mean, and I just look down at my huge body, my gut. I just kind of do this.
Maybe.
I mean, I'll be honest, most likely a lot of the risk is going to fall on me when I cast it. I'll be
yeah.
right there.
You are ground zero. Maybe we should scout the area first and find the best escape route ahead of time.
The best
Also,
escape
where-
route is through the air. It
For
never
some
is
of
not.
us.
For me,
Yes, Bal-O has a escape plan. He used funny magic.
Oh, we got the teleports.
Look, the best.
Oh, maybe
idea.
there's something in the aqueducts nearby that we could
They're
jump
gonna
to.
catch on to those aqueducts at some point.
Yeah, so we should use them as much as we can until they do.
If we get caught in there, though, we are boxed in.
Eh,
It's like maze down there. I don't think they'll find us.
Oh, the winds of fate, I feel them blowing.
Not yet.
I feel like they could blow at least 6 times before anything bad happens with the Winds of Fate. I'm not worried. The stars told me.
I've got an incredibly
said it in
bad
an angry
feeling
tone.
about this.
yes, you were having. a
Every
time last
hair in
night.
my body is standing up.
Yes, I
Dipper.
saw an angry man in my dreams. Weird. I don't remember them though.
Dipper,
Who has suggestions?
how long will it take to cast this magical spell of yours? Or
Oh, I just need to touch them.
all right, I don't know about the rest of you, but I should probably stay next to you at least. If somebody sees you do this in touch body, it might not.
Will they let us that close?
I don't even know.
Actually, I'm reading this and it doesn't mention a distance, which is the weirdest thing.
Oh yeah.
You can infuse a corpse with the moment of life to speak with it. Make a spellcast roll. On a success with hope, the course answered. It doesn't mention distance.
Is there a way we can amplify the voice, though? What if nobody hears it, if it says it quietly?
Metallar could be a spider on its shoulder.
That would work.
I
What-
don't know. In the spirit of the spell, I think I'd probably need to be close, though. And I think that's the more interesting choice, too.
yeah.
Would
I would
everybody
I agree.
feel useful doing, I suppose.
I will stay next to you as close as possible. I protect you if somebody tried to attack you or something like this.
I will cover from range to try to cover your escape route and keep you safe.
She's very deadly. I've seen the arrows, yes.
I've killed many things with that bow. Most of them had it coming.
So are we allowed to murder now? I've been on good behavior.
No.
I don't think we should.
No.
I don't think we should kill anyone. I think we're trying to at least do the opposite of that, at least for a little while.
If they try and kill you, then you can kill them.
Noted.
If your lives are in danger, I won't hesitate, though if it's just a matter of escape, I can take out a kneecap really simply.
Yes. If you take out a kneecap, then, at least they can still perform guard duty for quite a number of years.
Well, they'll hobble around, but they'll still be alive.
Yes, but every single person you said that about has been reassigned to the north.
Well, still, it's better than shooting them in the, masculine area.
Ah, yes. Their chest.
Below the chest, but we'll just leave that alone. I could try to aim for the non-lethal parts as best I can, but there's no way to really shoot somebody nicely with a bow and arrow. I apologize.
You could put a little, glove on the end of it.
Oh, I can make it smell fresh, put a little perfume on it. They go, what's that smell? Oh, I'm pierced.
Shoot them in the ear. It's a gift.
Well, I could do that, but it wouldn't stop
murder.
them from killing you.
I must protest. I not entirely. I do believe in protecting ourselves, but I really don't think we should be killing anyone.
What if your life is on the line and I can take down the person that is about to take your life?
What if they're innocent? I just...
If they're trying to kill you, they are not innocent.
Well, it could just be a person doing a job.
Innocent is
That
a
is
funny
true,
word.
and so are you.
So do you have a plan yet?
Sometimes we have to make tough decisions. I've made several in my lifetime.
Find the body, talk to the body, escape.
That would be the ideal situation.
Isn't that what the plan was before I went to get the robes?
That is the plan.
Yes, but we
still
need
the
to
plan.
sneak in to make sure that we can get to the body. The robes are very helpful. Thank you.
Many of our teachers are very fair, so hopefully you can make these work. I brought extras. She sets them down.
Thank you.
Did the coin come in handy?
Yes,
Just tell him yes.
it did. Thank you.
Good. That was from a cat that I rescued one time.
In a tree?
No, it was falling off of a cliff.
Oh,
Yes, I jumped off the cliff and caught it, and we fell together through brambles.
I see. What happened to the cat?
It ran away, but it left its collar behind. A good memory.
Interesting. Well, I hope that cat is faring better than we are right now.
So,
So your plan
do we
is
all know
to
the...
go to the wake, walk up to the Emperor, and make him tell you who murdered him.
Yes.
What if the Emperor was stabbed in the back and didn't see the murderer? What do we do then?
Then we back to square one.
Well, we're to minus square one in this situation because we just turned the Emperor to dust and ran away, possibly killing a few guards in the process.
If
Can I
you
ask
are
a-
discovered, it will look quite bad.
Yes, this is a huge risk.
Zira.
Could I ask an out-of-character question?
Certainly.
When we saw Isha the other day, did she mention that the Emperor had been killed by a Threnkai?
I do not believe so.
Cool. Okay.
So,
Maybe instead of asking who killed, maybe ask him who he believes orchestrated it.
We might get multiple questions. I have one more.
I can continuously do this as long as I succeed. Nope, never mind. One question and it turns to dust.
yep.
has to be a very good question.
That will be probably the biggest little thing that we can control.
Yes, and waiting for that
Is
moment
the
to ask, what should I ask, is probably the wrong time to say that.
Yes.
But if we can find a way to get you to do well at this, and I know I've seen you pull hope out of bad situations before, then we do get a few more questions from what I remember watching you do this before.
What?
I think we get up to 3 if we
No.
do well.
It's not
On a success with hope, the
Oh,
corpse
it is
answers up to
3.
3
Sorry,
questions.
yeah, you're right. You're right.
Okay.
Sorry, I was reading
See?
the ending of it.
You would forget your head if it wasn't sewed on, darling.
We
Yes,
put it
and
back
then
up on
there was
screen.
that one time that I asked them and I said, "Is this thing on?" And it said yes, and then it crumbled to dust. And since then, I've
does-
assumed it's 1.
He does have incredible luck, I will give him that. The fact that he's still alive is proof after jumping off a cliff to save a cat. That being said, though, having a backup plan and a second backup plan is the way I do things. I think being as prepared as possible, we should have a plan to prepare to succeed and a plan to fail.
I would like to propose one more question if we do get 3 questions, though. I would like to know whose choice it was to start bringing. Well, we have the hammer, we have the scroll, we have a few other things which I'm starting to be able to kind of piece together around the place. If someone's getting these items together,
Why?
or who?
Well,
The king may not know why, but if he got a suggestion, he might know who. Emperor. Yeah, monarchies are weird.
That's actually a good point.
yes, we
It
already.
would point to.
Sometimes I have them.
Well, you have them often.
we
It would. Go ahead.
no, I feel like I should remind you because so much has happened. I, until recently, was an archmage of the Arcane Assembly.
Do you think you'd be able to provide us some assistance?
Well, yes, I know who requested the divine items
Oh.
to be brought.
Excellent. Who was it?
Somebody grab a quill.
Yes.
Or one cat claw dipped in ink.
I was already
way.
writing down in like crayon the questions to ask. It's really badly misspelled who killed you and who orchestrated, but it's spelled like horribly wrong your death.
Well, the thought of the first accords rose, and I don't know if you've ever heard the story of the first accords. Have you?
I've been told it a few times by my father.
Well, the lore of it for the rest of you is, the packed kingdoms came together on a fabled mountain, this mountain of the gods, this Mount Caldrathar, this mythical place lost to time. Some contested if it even ever existed to begin with, but it's said that all of the elders of all of those kingdoms stood atop that mountain and made the pact of the first accords. And that pact was bound in Oathfyre from the then gods, the old gods. So the thought was if we could collect enough divine relics, we could forge a new pact using residual divine energy. So it wasn't so much that you needed to bring a certain divine artifact, we just needed to have enough close to us to sort of fill the area with divine energies.
May I ask, do you remember who proposed that idea?
Oh, there's many conversations. I think it was the archivist, the new, Nolvera, I believe, was the one who proposed it initially, which would make sense. They are the Grand Archivist of Drakarn, the Law Keepers, the ones who know these sorts of things.
What's your opinion on this person?
Well, Tazhar Reese was the previous archivist was a dear friend, so when he went missing and Nolvera came in, it did feel a little convenient, but I have seen no wrongdoing from Nolvera. Not to say that I like them, per se, but I have no reason to suspect her of foul play, at least.
Well, that does free up one more question. Thank you.
Certainly.
Big help.
Well, you've done so much for me,
So-
it's the least I could do.
I think the first two are pretty obvious, but we do need a third one. If we get the opportunity.
I mean, we could go for the very explicit, was the prince of whatever that nation is called responsible for...
Corvallis?
Corvallis. Responsible for your death. Just try and clear his name off the cuff.
I think we will get that if we say, who killed you? And he says he doesn't know. We'll get that answer right away.
The question may depend on the first two, if we get three.
What if we said, who do you think killed you? And that way, if he knows who killed him, we get the answer. And if he doesn't know, we get at least his opinion on who may have killed him.
Maybe instead who orchestrated the death, because it could just be a random person that he doesn't know, so learning who orchestrated it may be better.
Perhaps ask their opinion where the corruption may be lying.
How many words do they answer in? Do you have a full conversation when you perform these magics?
Corpse answers truthfully, but it can't impart information it didn't know in life. So, it sounds like you ask one question and it gives you one answer. But it has to be truthful.
So an opinion would still provide an answer.
In any opinion that might be difficult to gauge, just how confident they are in that opinion would be difficult.
True, though if we asked their opinion on who killed them, we'd either get their thoughts or who actually killed them. Just a play on words.
Yes.
Now is the time to nitpick. We might all die.
So maybe the first one is asking who did it, and if they don't know, asking who they believe orchestrated it.
I'm saying we can combine those two questions in one, just by asking who they believe orchestrated it right at the first.
Right after
And then we
that.
get 2 more questions. Well, we may only get one
Potentially.
question. And outside of the questions, we need to be able to get in safely, ask the question, and get out safely. If we can perform those 3 actions, we will have a good day tomorrow.
Instead of saying who orchestrated your death, I think the wording should be who was responsible for your death.
What if they don't know? What if we asked who do
They
you
won't
believe
know
was
who's-
responsible for your death? Just a change of words answers 2 questions.
I think that the souls of the dead are not always as...
Cooperative?
No, I was going to say nitpicky over wording sometimes. Sometimes
Yes.
I've noticed that Dipper's spirit has gotten across where the specifics may not.
As you
Well,
I
sit
think you all need to
and
have a little
talk,
hope.
you feel from the open window this chiming wind to ruffle the curtains as it blows across the room.
I close the window. Bit drafty in here.
Greatest paranoia goes off.
No.
I'm gonna cool my tea down.
All right, so if once we have the questions, 1 to 3 questions. Very important, though. We may only get one question. That our
Yes,
first question covers the main of what we need to know.
Who do you
Secondly, we'd
believe
have-
was responsible for your death?
And then we need to make
Simple.
sure that everybody hears it. The answer. If the dead body says it's quietly, we could be in trouble there too. If we hear who did it, that's good. But the whole goal of doing this in front of everybody is so that everybody hears.
Yes.
So we need to amplify that voice somehow.
An interesting
rest is getting
second
out.
question could be, who should the people of Drakharn not trust?
Oh, that's excellent.
I agree. That's a good question.
And a third question could be, what is the best food for a healthy diet?
I don't
Just if we
answer
have a
that.
third question that we're like, who knows better than the
Honestly,
dead?
I
They're all
think-
snatched.
I think asking the question is enough to promote a healthy lifestyle. Doesn't even matter what the answer is.
True.
It's true. Get the people in the crowd thinking. We
Yes.
could spark change in Drakharn.
A lovely deed, though something we could do on another day.
Yes, as long as you're not all
Not if
killed
the Emperor's
instantly.
corpse turns to dust.
Yeah. So maybe perhaps a third question would be, what is your opinion on how to fix the current situation? Something along those lines, something that could benefit us before we have to run away as fast as we can.
A corpse may not be able to comment on the current.
It's true.
Anyway, I think we have a good plan. I think if we maintain a third question based off of the answers of the first two,
Good idea.
I would prefer to keep our options open.
Keep
Yes.
the third question situational.
Improvising is
idea.
my best strong suit.
Absolutely.
Meadowlarky will be there.
Yes.
Please assist with that third question.
What will how are you planning to get close to the Emperor?
Well, we got the questions down. The Emperor is to be shown at the funeral,
Yes.
though we don't know how close we can get to the Emperor, so that might require,
A distraction?
yes.
Oh, maybe I have fireworks in my bag. Oh no, I can't seem to find any.
So
Maybe
who
tomorrow.
doesn't have a job yet? So,
To be fair,
Lev, you're going to be a bodyguard.
I can be very good at distractions.
That
Ooh,
perfect,
Bal-O.
Bal-O.
You should start a fire.
Well,
now you're going to make me jealous.
I trust Bal-O enough to leave it up to him to improvise, though if Bal-O has an idea off the top of their head, I'd be more than welcome to hear it, though I do trust Bal-O. Bal-O makes good decisions. From what I've seen.
Out of character? That was mean. I love you, dude.
Amazing. Actually,
So,
Dipper, sitting at the table, how much attention are you paying to the items on the table?
I'd say like passing glances at least, but not too much attention.
Do you want to roll a
Do you want me to roll an
instinct,
instinct?
to perceive?
What are you trying to steal something?
No,
Oh, okay.
just seeing if he notices something.
Uh, 18 with hope, but I'm full on hope.
So, the envelope that my my letter came in, you glance down at it and you see a name that explodes in your mind. Alinthio.
I was saying Valencio that whole time.
He has a lisp.
He is a snake.
You see a look go on Dipper's face that you've only seen once before when Dipper was leaving with the map. as he just makes eye contact with Bal-O and suddenly like sits up a little bit straighter and looks a little bit more curt. His blood runs cold as he sits there.
Dipper, are you okay?
Yes.
Your jolly energy seems to have left you.
I should probably refill my tea. Meadowlark, would you like to come with me come with me for a moment, darling.
We'll go refill your tea in the other room. I'll take the kettle with us.
So does the spotlight
Being a
go
little
with them or us?
suspicious of your complete change in attitude, I am going to turn on Dipper Vision.
Let's take a moment and take the spotlight with Dipper and Meadowlark.
I have a question for Bal-O. When you're using this, and this is going to be flavor rather than anything based off of the card, because the card says nothing about it, is there anything perceptible about the concentration of magic around someone's eyes and ears?
Why don't we roll for it?
Yeah.
Is that fair to everybody? So you roll against Bal-O's evasion. Okay, you don't have to roll for this, right? Bal-O just can activate.
It's, let's see, where was that? Through your eyes, choose a target within very far range. You can see through their eyes and hear through their ears. You can transition between yours and the targets freely until you cast another spell or rest.
Okay, so let's roll a duality dice, instinct to sense, I guess, in this case. And your DC will be, what's Bal-O's evasion?
May I make a suggestion to make my life more difficult?
Absolutely, I love that.
Evasion plus presence, because spellcasting stat.
Yeah, makes sense.
Sure.
So evasion is 11, presence is 5.
Okay, 16.
Wow, he's already won.
Not bad, not bad.
Oh, and take disadvantage because I'm just joking. I'm kidding.
That is an 18 with fear.
18 with fear is successful. I will take the fear though, even though it wasn't against me because I'm a glutton for fear. So
And I will say, so it's not something Bal-O's ever mentioned that he can do to anyone, but when Dipper was down in the aqueducts, I called out what happened down there without being able to see it. So, and you were right there with me.
So let's say this.
So that kind of seems a little obvious, or something's up at least for you.
As Dipper pulls you aside and you look into his eyes, like this eyes of this person who you've spent so much time, who you care for, eyes that you've looked at time and time again. And as they pull you aside, not only are they frightened or something, and you look into their eyes, and their eyes that you don't recommend, that you don't recognize. You see familiar eyes as you peer into his. You see the eyes of somebody in your party.
Darling, you're not much one for eye contact. Why are you staring at my eyes so much?
I would like to make sure that we have the privacy which we desire and that no one might be watching something which is not theirs.
Bal-O drops it.
I will say thank you when I'm next out.
We have not talked much about my past before the garden.
Very true.
I was an elf. I was young. And I was seeing a show. And I don't know why it never crossed my mind, but I reach into my nomadic pack and I find this old poster that's been half burned away so you can only see a hand holding a whip. And sorry, Bal-O, remind me the name so I don't mispronounce it.
Valenthio?
And Balenthio at the bottom.
That whip looks mighty familiar.
I believe he may have been... If it wasn't for the shattering, I'd be dead because of him.
Please explain.
I don't have too many memories. Fire, chaos, and I just remember the smell of smoke and the sound of me screaming in my ears as everything grew distant. Can I try something with you, darling? Something I've never tried before.
Wouldn't be the first time you've asked me that. Let's try it again.
This will be a ghost question if this is okay. Can I spend 3 hope? I'll also spend the stress to swap it back into my thing for divination, which normally allows me to ask the forces beyond a yes or no question about an event, person, or place. Can I instead use it to show Meadowlark of an event from the past?
Absolutely. Sounds great. I mean, it sounds horrible. But I'll allow it.
Memory's a fickle thing for me. All of us, darling. We don't remember anything as well as we can, but well, the stars can show it a bit more clear. And I put my hands on either side of Meadowlark's face. And Meadowlark, you see stars beginning to swirl around the room as the room fades away. And you're now looking through the eyes of a little boy watching a man, an orc, do incredible tricks with a whip. And you see everything that happened earlier on in our forward of the session.
Can you go into detail a little bit more about what happened specifically from the perspective of that little boy in the front row?
Do you like me to describe what you saw?
Describe to me a little bit about what you were doing on the stage.
So, a much younger orc, about 20 years younger, no beard, clean shaven, well worn, like still kind of fancy clothes, but definitely well worn, well loved. Is near the entrance of the big tent just before the big show is going to be going on. The orc is up doing some whip cracking to draw some attention, and then begins talking about all the sights and sounds they'll see and hear in the upcoming event. Telling about there's a high flying dwarf, the dwarven cannonball. There's the strong woman, the mistress of pain. There is a contortionist, bird folk, and escape artist. And there is a lizard folk who does, he's telling you about this lizard folk that does sword juggling and fire spinning and things like that. And as his descriptions of what's coming, and he is not speaking in the regular accent you see Bal-O speaking in. It's more like what you heard in the before, or the intro. And he just drops into a well-rehearsed series of whip cracks. He casts one spell that makes a person made out of light that he starts whipping at, but the person out of light begins dodging and weaving and avoiding all the blows. And it's going, from super quick to like slower, like heavier cracks, back to super quick, like one after the other, while this is almost doing like matrix dodges out of the way. And as it's winding down, he reaches the whip back, does a big sweep, and goes to crack the whip at this creature of light. And the thing he's done hundreds of times before, just on autopilot. Something that was supposed to basically create a big explosion of light and like almost like fireworks coming out of this light creature as he hits it. Instead, casts an actual explosion that strikes a area of the audience.
Meadowlark, from your perspective, you see young Dipper is looking out at this show, seeing this light figure dance around. And then Dipper turns and looks up at his dad. You see a man with sharp, angular features and a very short, well-trimmed mustache, sharp eyes, who looks down at Dipper and smiles at him. And you see the light from this creature dancing shadows across his face. And then he's gone. Before you feel the pain that I felt, you see stars begin to dance as you come back to me.
May I ask one more question? Were you
Yeah.
watching Bal-O's face during that?
No.
At all? Perfect.
No, I saw the beginning of it, and then I was focusing more on my dad.
Cool.
I don't know why that happened, but the shattering happened. I'm assuming at the same time. I'm not 100% sure, but from my memories, I was there in that moment, and then I was in the garden, changed. He doesn't seem like a bad person, though, does he? Because if he is, then Reyna will kill him, let's be honest.
Reyna will have a queue.
Yeah, let's keep this from Reyna for now.
Lev trusts him. Lev tends... Lev has good taste in people so far. Would you be upset if I had a chat with him?
I wouldn't, but I don't think now's the time. I think... as weird as it is, we have bigger priorities. Our son. I know this whole thing is going to be a big detour with the king and helping out with the Accords and the city, and, well, we always get wrapped up in stuff like that, but my stuff can wait.
As long as it does not always wait.
When there's a better time. I love you.
I love you too. And I will always have your back.
Thank you. Let's go make a dead king talk.
You know, sometimes I think you guys should not follow my ideas.
But they're so
Be
fun.
As you guys come back, I'm screaming, "No, the salt shaker is me!"
I think we should leave again.
While they were having this conversation,
I make
sorry,
a
go ahead.
pointed decision to sit directly beside Bal-O. And just smile at him.
Lev? Yes,
Did you
Lev?
have something?
Me? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, go.
Yeah, I did. I did. While they were away, having this private conversation with everybody, I was gonna sit and talk to Bal-O and Reyna, and I was just going to say. First, I'm gonna say, what is that all about? Why did they? What was going on there? Bal-O.
Fortunately, I don't know.
Oh, I'm all right. I'm just very. I'm very confused. We have questions we're going to ask, but we're going to infiltrate this funeral or wake of sorts. We're going to ask this man question, and we're going to destroy body in front of everybody. What makes you think we're not going to get attacked immediately?
Because we're gonna run away.
Where?
Well, that's what I've been trying to get everybody to talk about. So far, we get the questions, but getting in and getting out, we don't have a plan for that yet. I agree.
I completely agree that I understand the minutia of this plan is to get information, but getting in and getting out and keeping you safe, this is what I do. I protect. I want to make sure you, each and every one of you, stay alive.
So, I believe the plan is Bal-O for the distraction. You will go in with Meadowlark and Dipper, Lev, to keep them safe. Meadowlark will provide assistance in making sure everybody hears what the king or emperor says, and also assist
keep
Dipper.
Dipper on trap.
Yes, very important that Dipper asks the right questions. And I will provide cover, and Perhaps even if we have a way to communicate from me with my eyes in the sky for everybody else. Does anybody have a communication spell? That way I could at least tell you where to go and where not to.
I do not know spells. That's not my wheelhouse.
Yeah, I do arrows and plants.
This is very impressive, but I do not know anything about that Bal-O.
Bal-O,
Specifically
Dipper,
for speaking at a distance.
That's what we'll need, because I'm going to be able to see pretty much everything that's going on, but without any way to relay that to you. So...
Wait, so am I the salt shaker then? Where do I play?
No, for the last time, you are the pepper shaker.
Oh,
he is
okay.
the bread roll, and he is that moldy piece of cheese over there.
So who's the salt shaker?
Me.
Oh.
I am the salt shaker.
As you say those words, in walks your friends.
I'll sit down next to Bal-O and say, all right, so I'm the salt shaker.
Raina throws her quiver across the damn room. Would you guys pay the fudge attention already? Since we already dropped our one F-bomb already.
Oh, Meadowlark can be the fudge. We'll pay attention to that, sure.
We're not actually PG-13 rated. You can curse.
Well, now I'm
Look, if we want
practiced
to-
not to.
If we want a map, I feel like we could do better by sketching one out.
Yeah,
Or you
really.
could look at yours that I
Who
got
has
you as a gift.
parchment?
It doesn't go
we get a
inside,
mark on
though.
it.
There is a magic
I've been
shop
working on it.
nearby the court of first petition and the row of shops there. They may have sending stones that you can utilize to communicate if nobody has a spell that you'd otherwise be able to use.
So, Dipper and Meadowlark, do you guys have any communication spells? I'm going
I've
to be
got
up
my
in a
mouth.
roof. Okay. So, Meadowlark, do you have any communication spells? I'm going to be up on a roof as a salt shaker and providing information on where to go. If
I
not,
can
then we will
speak
buy
the
some
language of
stones.
flowers.
In that case, I will go to the magic shop.
What, you've
And
never
buy
spoken
some
the language of flowers? But you do
Communications.
plants.
Well, I can't
you
talk
just-
to them,
you
but I can make them
manipulate-
grow.
You manipulate the flowers to make them look different, and the different flowers mean different things. Very common back in the garden.
Ooh,
Yes.
ooh, we should get you a grapevine, and then you guys just like hold it really long.
All right, so I'm gonna go get some communication stones. How much do these cost? I only have a small handful of gold,
It should be...
and I know Dipper's broke.
There should be a few handfuls. Usually one stone is a handful, so...
So I have enough
We'll,
for.
go into the backpack and pull out a pouch
That should be
Thank you, Bal-O.
sufficient.
and toss you that. Good
I'll
enough
try to
as
pay
we
you
need.
back someday soon.
I wouldn't have
Don't
Meadowlark
worry
looks at
about
the
it.
infinity bag and groans again. That is...
suggested
Raina
you stay
finds the
here
closest window.
if I would have known you had funds to pay for an inn. It's a
They're
safer.
not exactly mine.
Oh, of course.
Yes, every borrow from that bag is a borrow nonetheless. So I will go out the closest window to find the magic shop you were talking about and buy the communication stones.
Okay.
I just closed that window.
I will close it on my way out. Raina's mad, throws the salt shaker.
The deferred winds of fate blow in.
There's the winds of fate up against the window. Let me in.
All right, guys. While Raina's gone, let's plan. Raina is this salt shaker.
I'm very scared of this plan. If she's going to get sending stones and we can communicate with each other. This is great. This is very good. But I want to be able to get in and get out and not die.
Bal-O, I know you can teleport. I
Yes.
assume it's something similar to walking on the wind. I will be able to fly. That at least will get us out, generally. We've had luck with it so far.
I don't have any of that, but I can be slippery when need be.
I've carried you many times before. I can do it another time. And another time after that.
Well, sounds like the start of a plan, at least.
All we need to do is scope it out first, so that way we can plan entrances and exits. I'm learning, Reyna. See? You say this every time. I'm finally
She's not
taking
here.
your...
Reyna's out the window.
Reyna, where'd you go?
You're talking to the salt shaker.
Reyna, salt shaker. Oh, the one time that I actually listened to Reyna's advice, she's not here.
So is that the sending stone?
The salt shaker is the sending stone. Reyna, can you hear me?
After some time of tomfoolery has passed, Reyna crawls back through the window.
Windows
Reyna,
are
you'd be so
much better
proud
than
of me.
doors. I closed the window. Why would I be proud of you, Dipper?
Because I took your advice, but also you might be mad. I broke the salt shaker.
Yes, I'm very angry.
It's broken. It's
Salt
in
is very
pieces.
expensive.
I mean, it was
I
starting to
sweep the
crack.
salt into my bag.
It was starting to crack on the second time you threw it.
Well, yeah, I guess half of it's my fault. I hand everybody a sending stone. Here you go, guys. I take my time with Dipper. Dipper, you bring this up to your mouth and speak into it, and the rest of us will hear you through our stones. And then when we speak into it, you should be able to hear us through your stone.
Do I
you
have
understand?
to talk loudly?
What are
Normal
they
speech
like
is
the
fine.
Okay.
D&D sending stones, or it's a one time per day or whatever, or what are they? What do the sending stones in this world do?
Ooh, do I? I can't pull them up on.
Good.
can-
That
yeah.
means they're like two-way radios.
No, I mean I can't. I can't pull them up
They
on
actually
on
predict
screen.
the
Don't look it
future.
up. Don't look it up.
They have
ruin
a
my
special
plan.
insignia on them. That's a get out of jail free card. They also give you extra HP, and
You could probably
cheat item.
you could probably ask our. Oh, actually, it's not a equipment; it's an item, isn't it? My bad. You could probably ask our bot about it, but
what is that exclamation lore?
it should be DH. But long distance communication item. Oh, speaking stones.
And if need be, I'll buy more than one for each of us.
Well, so it should have been a handful per, and a one bag has 10 handfuls. So you have enough for the 5 of your 6 if you wanted to include Kale.
I feel like that's just going to increase Kale's anxiety.
Probably. I don't see any limits to how often. I think you can just communicate over distance.
Two-way radio.
Amazing.
And then you say 10 for everybody, then over and out, and try to use the phonetic alphabet.
Oh, yes, of course, the phonetic alphabet.
Oh, it's a
Yes.
speaking orb. That's why.
Well, I
then-
get the discount ones because they're kind of weird.
Why'd you
shaped.
get marbles?
Anyway, all right. Shall we go do a dry run, have a look, and scout the area? Finalize the plan.
Yeah, confirmed. No. Magical orbs that allow any creatures. Oh, look at Raish Tharis came through in a pinch. Yeah, there is no limit to the distance or the amount of usages. So
That's why we pay the gold.
Testing.
Yes, we hear you.
I like to think that Dipper reached up and spoke into a mushroom and asked Raish Tharis about the speaking orbs.
He's confused why the sound didn't come out of the salt shaker.
I need your assistance. Please tell me. Raish, are you there? Are you up?
It's only one way. Are you up?
You up?
All right. So you have your plan. You have your gear. Is there anything else you want to do before you engage this not at all harebrained scheme?
Play the A-Team theme.
I think I would like to potentially, while people are getting ready, have a chat with Bal-O very quickly.
Yeah, certainly. Are you going to pull Bal-O aside back into the room that you were in?
Pretty much.
All right.
Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
All right, so as you grab Bal-O and sort of pull him into the room, are you doing it aggressively or are you doing it relatively cordially?
I can see Mo watching me very, very closely, and I am scared for my life. I think that Meadowlark will make eye contact with Lev beforehand and shrug, and then basically take Bal-O's arm and vaguely frog march them, but not actively, aggressively out of the room.
He'll be a little confused, but he'll follow.
I'll have him back soon.
I actually do trust. I do trust Meadowlark. Over the last few days or so. So yeah, I wouldn't do anything. Yeah. I don't know. I think the most I would do is something interesting in this other room. Is something going on? Are they snugging? What is going on?
There are a couple.
Bal-O too. Bal-O too.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Meadowlark and Dipper.
I'm saying this as they're leaving the room. I'm talking to Reyna about this as they're leaving the room, and I'm saying, is there something interesting there? No one talks to me. I don't know.
I'll try to talk to you more often, but
it's okay. No, it's okay. I don't want pity talk. It's fine.
I explained to Lev though that Dipper sometimes has visions, and he needs Meadowlark's assistance to kind of decipher them.
Oh, magic
And
sheet.
Also, they can both be a little emotional because of their loss, and sometimes they don't want to have people see them being.
The jokes completely go away when you say the loss.
Yeah.
And I say, yes, no, this is true.
So they don't want people to see them when they're feeling
no.
weak, I suppose.
No.
All right, so we'll take that spotlight and move it over to this side room where Meadowlark has frog marched Bal-O.
Polite but firm. Like Dipper. Okay.
Ooh, I can't see anymore. Is he gone?
Oh, he's back.
There he is.
He's back.
His computer reset.
Sorry.
No worries. You're good. So
Bal-O is slightly not dead. It's good. Okay. Brief chat. You know that I know that you were looking through their eyes.
You're the only one that knows I can do that.
Yeah. I've got a better nose than people give me credit for.
It's very useful when dealing with people trying to swindle the king.
Do you think that Dipper is someone you can't trust?
Well, the last time he got the look on his face, he took the map or the scroll and disappeared for a couple hours or the night.
We don't know
just
each
a
other
little
well.
concerned.
And we are working together. It's a little bit dangerous. Lev vouched for you. That means that I am playing this nice. Can I ask that you trust me and Dipper in return? We don't mean you harm. We don't mean your king harm. We don't mean any bloody harm, in fact. We just want to get some answers and get on with finding our kid. You, I ask, could you trust us the same way that we are currently trusting you?
You're looking for your kid?
Yes.
I'm very sorry that whatever happened has happened. And knowing that now, I believe that your intentions are towards Dad and not me.
There's nothing that we need to talk about now. And there's nothing that we need to distrust each other over now. Zephyr is watching from by my ankle, a little bit puffed up.
The urge to use Thought Delver has been right there, but
Oh, I know.
I'm not going to.
You could try it and then we could find out what happened.
You can certainly try.
He's not going to.
I am sorry. I know that I am a little bit sharp when it comes to them. But they mean
Just
the
protecting
best.
the ones you care about.
And they mean the best out of anyone I've ever met. So, we will trust each other. And it may also protect you from seeing from something that, I don't know. Dipper goes on weird wonders. You don't always want to be looking through their eyes.
I do occasionally use it to keep eye on people for safety reasons as well, if they're going to be off on their own. Just to make sure that they're okay. But yeah, I will refrain from using it unless absolutely necessary.
Thank you. I know that I'm asking a lot. Now, I'd best get you back in before Lev decides that this is getting dangerous.
Fair enough.
Unless there's anything you want to add.
If there's any way that I can help you with your finding your kid, then Lev and I will be there.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
What's the name?
North. Like the star. I also like the map. It's suited.
So as we take the spotlight and we join your friends, probably mid-conversation, what are we talking about in the other room while this is going on?
My suggestion would be that, well, outside of character, I'm asking, would you guys sooner go and have it be something we do as an event, or, you know, one of those things 5 minutes later we come back and we've scouted? What do you guys think would be best with this? Do you want to actually
I think
go
it's
and do it?
probably an event. You don't know what's going to be, what we might interact with on the way.
True, the winds of fate may hit us.
You never know.
We'll actually carry it out.
I think we should take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll pick up down in the city, and we can talk through what actions you're each taking to try to navigate this scenario. Sound good?
Cool.
Sounds
Our
good.
dry run.
All right, stick around, everybody. We will be right back. Stay tuned.
When the fire calls, we answer anyway. Oaths in our bones, flame in our hands. If the world turns, let it turn away. We'll burn brighter, we'll burn higher. Oh, fire, still running. When the fire calls, we answer anyway. Hands burn raw, but we don't let go. If the sky falls, let our oaths fall away. We're still standing in the afterglow. Words don't work when the world wants blood. Every round feels like it never was. Gods grow quiet, hearts get loud, truth gets lost in the